The ass end of a pecan pie is still pretty good. But where's the ass of a pie, though? It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka a guy who's gotta itch his nose. There we are. Today's subject, Psych House, a series that needs more than freaking 17 volumes. 17 chapters. Honestly, 17 volumes would be the perfect length for this. Criticisms, it kinda forgets what kind of manga it is a lot of the time. There is merit to slice of life stories with people with superpowers, but a lot of the times it's almost too wholesome, you know? I love wholesome things as much as the next guy, but you gotta have a conflict. And the volumes in this series that deal with conflicts with people with supernatural powers, they were the more interesting than admittedly just them just living in a house and doing house things. But even so, even acknowledging the weaker aspects of this premise, it still has a lot of bones to it. I mean, they didn't even explore the male lead. We explored the female lead, but we have no idea about what's going on with Buckethead. He's just this weird 15-year-old kid who can grow or shrink things, and we know nothing about him beyond that. He lives at this house alone without his parents. What's going on there? What's going on? Why is he on the Doom Patrol? Ugh. Also, that's another thing. It kind of probably would have benefited from being more of a battle series. Keep the slice of life elements here and there, but it's when they were making Pat Labor for television, the writers had to be told to put in a few more action scenes when what they wanted to do was more social science fiction. And here's the thing, I love social science fiction. I love slice of life things. But people come for the fantastical, and you can't just get rid of the fantastical because of the story you want to write. No, you can't just get rid of the draw. You have to keep the draw. It's like Kim Possible, for example. Kim Possible draws you in with action scenes of a teenage superhero fighting a blue man and his green possible girlfriend. It's very up in the air. Draken and Shigo, don't get me started. Don't get me started. But there's also silly drama. Kim studying for tests, asking out boys, that stuff. But just because Kim has normal aspects to her life doesn't mean she's still not a superhero. You don't get rid of, the fun, fantastical stuff once you settle into a more serious story. It's like that one live-action Sabrina the Teenage Witch show. There was the final season where she barely used her magic at all, and it was awful. It was awful. Oh my god, it was terrible. Ugh. That series should have ended when you graduated from high school. That's the ending of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, obviously. Ugh. But yeah, you gotta keep the fantastical while meshing in with other genres, Don't forget where you come from but keep going, A lot of manga, I feel like that's the problem where they kind of focus on one aspect and forget the original aspect. In a way, it's similar to Cerebus syndrome, which in essence means a parodic series that becomes more serious than goes on. But I think it could also mean a series that essentially abandons its original premise and concept. At times, Cerebus started out as a sordid adventure series, and then the third volume, it's just so much politics. It's just so much politics, you guys. I don't know what was going on there. Give this guy a monster to fight. God damn it. Oof. Hey. Yeah. But yeah. Psych House, I feel it could have gone on longer. like at least I don't know, like 50 more chapters or something. You know, have the main characters explore more, have them fight more bad guys. Definitely have them fight more bad guys. They fought an invisible thief in one issue. That was pretty cool. More of that. Yeah. Stuff like more people with different powers. X-Men it, you know? Go full X-Men. Go full Doom Patrol. Yeah. Finding and helping out people with powers. Focus on that aspect. And but keep remember the slice of life. Also, I want this series to get picked back up again because, you know, to balance out the universe for making up for the fact that Rent a Girlfriend has 355 freaking chapters. Yeah, Psych House isn't perfect. It's not the most original premise in the world, but still had more heart than Rent a Girlfriend, and at least it actually resolved a story in it instead of stretching it out for like 50 billion years. I'm not going to spoil it because it ended relatively recently, but I recommends it, my babies. I recommends it. Psych House. As it is, 850,000 out of a million hamburgers. But if they ever decide to pick it up again, Psych House Nuevo, I'll be happy. Mm-hmm. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the Blood Elk, fear the Stavopotamus, and death to Kronos. I think the crust is the ass end of the pie, but for all I know, that's the face. Have a night, folks.